Hi, this is a foreigner in the Philippines. Well, one of the things that keeps coming up, for some strange reason, people are very interested, and that is because religion is an important thing in a lot of people's lives. Religion is important in a lot of people's lives, even when it's not important, because they are busy discounting it, disproving it, calling it untrue, and they can get quite upset about the fact that other people think that it's real. Now, for me, I made a point very early on when Beth and I started to do this channel. Now, the difference between Beth and I, spiritually speaking, in our beliefs, and I'm trying to choose my words very carefully, is that she is a born-again Christian and I'm not. And that's the difference, is that I'm not. Now, how does that play out in our everyday lives? Well, actually, it doesn't play out very much at all. It doesn't seem to come up. Whereas she will talk about God, I talk about the Creator. Wow, there's a huge difference, isn't it? But people who are looking in interpret things in a particular way which doesn't always have very much to do with what the facts are. Now, here's a fact for you. There are about 43,000 religions, man-made religions, who call themselves Christian. They're Christian-based. 43,000. And it seems to me that most of them will insist that their way is the correct one. Now, for Beth, her way is the correct one. And one of the first things that the wife of Pastor Timio said to me, first question she asked, she said, "Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Saviour?" And I said, "Do you mean, have I said those words?" She said, "Well, you must say the words. You must make that declaration." And I said, why? And then started the discussion, in which I would be called a heathen, a non-believer. Somebody actually called me a pagan. So here I am, humbly at your feet, the pagan. Now, what it is that people want others to be like themselves in order to reinforce what their belief is. Now, I don't actually have any interest in forcing somebody else, either by gentle persuasion or nagging or I don't know, repeatedly saying that something is so. I don't have that urge to do that, because I'm not trying to make anybody join a particular movement. I've learned what I've learned in a lifelong search for spiritual enlightenment, and I am a believer in all of that. Well, we just had a comment that pointed out, a friend said, what is the name of the church that you go to? What's the denomination, I guess? And the denomination of the church that I go to is the Foursquare Gospel Church. Now, what do I mean when I say I go to it? I support that church. And I support that church by turning up with my mother-in-law and all of the children in our little family and Beth, and I take them all to church. Now, when I get there, I then get back into my truck, and usually with the company of Talik and Balalut, or Talik and another kid, Bibi, we go off to Tangalagi and we collect another truckload of kids and grandmas and mothers and so on, and I bring them into church. Now, after that, I might go and have breakfast. I might do any number of things. I might do some duties, go and get some materials, but I don't go into the service. Now, does that mean I never go into the service? No, it doesn't. I do go into the service if I want to. And if I don't want to, then I don't. And does it affect what my beliefs are? No, it doesn't. Now, are you going to start telling me what's in the Bible? Well, you can do that, and I'm always interested. Next to my bed, I have 2 books. I have a Bible, and I have Catch-22, and I read them both. Now, when I met Beth, and I said about this before, when I met Beth, she told me that she was a Christian. Now, I was glad for that piece of information, because I wasn't interested in meeting and marrying a bar girl. I wasn't interested. I wanted a woman of good moral values with a belief system which, even if it wasn't the same as mine, was in pursuit of greater spirituality and spiritual enlightenment. And that's what I got with Beth, and it worked very well. But out of respect for Beth, and out of an age-old intention or desire to learn more about the teachings of Jesus Christ, I was passing one day, I was passing a store front in Bassac, not far from Bassac, but I've forgotten the name of that particular district, but it was in Cebu. So we were living in Cebu, and when I passed it, it said free tuition on the Bible. So I thought, why don't I learn something about the Bible? And so I went in and I met the lady who would be a teacher, instructor, a very bright lady, Sarah, and she actually gave me lessons often every day in the week for months, and I went to her for months, and we went through various assignments. I studied the Bible. Mostly I read pretty well everything in the Bible. Old Testament, not of too much interest to me. I find it very difficult to believe that a God, a creator, so powerful to have done everything that is attributed to him, her, it, that the things that are reported as being true in the Old Testament are not for me. New Testament, I can go along with much that's in that, and any of the teaching of Jesus Christ is good for me. So, have I accepted Jesus Christ as my true Lord and Saviour? No, I haven't said those words at all. Do I go to the Foursquare Gospel Church? No, I haven't. Now, somebody actually said, well, it's based on Pentecostal beliefs, and then they gave the creator of the Foursquare Gospel Church policy, church itself, and they gave his name, which I've forgotten, and said it was invented by him or created by him, and I mentioned this to my teacher at the Bible Study Centre in Cebu, and she said, I know, but in actual fact it's not found anywhere in the Bible. It just isn't. It isn't written in the Bible. So, did Jesus say, you must accept me as your Lord and Saviour? No, he didn't. That particular wording is something that was invented by man. So, I am someone with beliefs, and the fact that it may not coincide with what you believe means only that you and I don't see things quite the same. But religion, boy, religion is a man-made thing. It's what's keeping the world at war right now. If we could just agree on some of these things and allow for the beliefs of others. Look what the Romans did to Christians, or are supposed to have done. And then look what Christians have done to, well, the what was it, that great thing, the Crusades from England, when they sent across and tried to beat, punish, kill religion into everybody over there, into the Arabs, wasn't it? My geography or history is not so great. So England and Ireland, it's Protestant and Catholic was there, and now you've got all of this in various parts of the United States, where religion is very, very strong and you're not allowed to say certain things. And then you've got pastors who are standing up and saying, they're holding up a Quran and they're saying, I'm going to burn this book. Am I in on that? Am I in the boat on any of that? No, I'm not. And I don't think that many, I don't know, people are really into it. I often think with a smile. I'll end you with a quote which was attributed to someone else by Woody Allen. He said, I'd like to get into religion, I really would, but thoughts get in the way. No disrespect meant, but we should be able to think freely. We should be able to believe freely. We should be able to do that, and we should respect the beliefs of others. I'll repeat that because somebody, despite what I said on one of my other attempts to clear and create some understanding about what my beliefs are, someone said, so you're looking down, you're against faith. No, I'm not against faith. I believed in faith all my life and seen it happen time and time again to be a supporting thing. Divine intervention has always been very, very clear to me. So, am I disrespecting anybody? No. In fact, I think that we should respect people more for their beliefs. And if you're not doing that, try doing it. Because if someone doesn't respect your beliefs, how can you expect them? How can you expect, well, if you don't, let me get it right, if you don't respect their beliefs, how can you expect them to respect yours? That, I got it right in the end. Well, I'm an old fart, okay, so bear with me. So, this is it on religion. I hope some of it even interests you, okay? Foreigner in the Philippines, bye for now.